Yeah, I know I'm late to this one, shut up. I was actually planning on making this video before the Snow White remake video, but just as I went to see this movie about 2 weeks ago, I kid you not, the strip mall that I went to see this at lost all of its power. I still don't know what happened exactly. All I know is it meant I couldn't watch the movie that day. And to add insult to injury, Fandango wouldn't give me my money back because, well, it's past the time of the showing, so you're just gonna have to suck a fat one there. Like, Fandango, you're lucky I want this movie to do well. But yeah, that's why I'm only just now getting to it. Between making the Snow White video and finally finishing that Daniel Spellbound video that I had planned for 2 years now, I've been kinda busy. On top of that, there's also the Minecraft movie, which I know you guys will want me to review. And I will. Also, I have a wedding this weekend, and Killswitch Engage is coming to a city near me. Bottom line, if I don't watch it now, I'm not going to. So, let it be known now that this video is late, not through a lack of trying. Trust me, I wanted to talk about this movie just because of what it represents. The Looney Tunes have had it pretty rough in recent years, haven't they? What with Coyote vs. Acme being turned into a tax write-off by dickhead suck-off, Looney Tunes being removed from all streaming services, and now this.
What the fuck? Hey, that's pretty good.
So to see a Looney Tunes movie actually get a theatrical release is kind of surprising, honestly. At this point, I'm pretty sure Dickhead just wants to completely annihilate the Looney Tunes and erase them from existence. Which is why making sure this movie actually does well is a bit of a necessity. A bona fide classic 2D animated film featuring some of the most iconic characters of all time, no big name celebrities, no corporate pandering, no behind the scene drama, nothing? Just a genuine piece of work made by passionate, talented artists, animators, voice actors, etc. Even if it's not a good movie at the end of the day, if this movie does well, that could be a real game changer for so many reasons. It would show that there is an actual desire to see classic animation and a love for the medium take center stage in the theater again. And when I say actual desire, I'm not talking about animation Twitter going off about wanting to see more of this stuff only to completely ignore it whenever it shows up. No. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Technically, I did it twice already. And I planted my ass in the theater to see Looney Tunes, the day the Earth blew up. But the question is, even though I do hope that the film succeeds, the question is it even good at all? I mean, yeah, of course it is. It's fucking Looney Tunes. And when I say Looney Tunes, I mean good old-fashioned Looney Tunes. None of this LeBron James corporate sellout Looney Tunes. None of this hybrid shit. No, just simple, ordinary, unembellished, unmistakable, crystal clear, as frank as Frankenstein, as blunt as an atom bomb. 2 compound words. It's motherfucking goddamn sons of bitchin' fucking Looney Tunes! Urgh! And I think the movie's just okay. I mean, if you're genuinely going into this movie expecting some cinematic masterpiece that's gonna change the way you look at film, something along the lines of Spider-Verse or Neja 2, then I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. It's Looney Tunes. It is as simple as that. It is a very standard and predictable film, but that's not to say that I did not enjoy it. Quite the contrary, I actually found its simple approach to its story very enjoyable. It was almost refreshing to see a movie just be so unabashedly what it wants to be. And you can just tell the people behind this movie did their homework. You can tell from every angle that this movie is a passionate love letter to both 2D animation and Looney Tunes as a whole. This is such a good looking movie that when I hear that the budget was only $15 million, I'm left awestruck. You mean to tell me that animated movies don't need to be $200 million to look good? Wow, what a shock! Between the backgrounds, the expressions, and just how smooth everything is, it really is what animation Twitter just keeps begging for but never seems to make happen by supporting these movies whenever they come out. But I'm happy to be proven wrong here. Challenge accepted, maybe? There's so many great visual gags, background cameos, funny as hell character designs. The fact that there's not a single frame in this movie where nothing is moving just really tells you how much of a labor of love that this movie was. Actually, you know, I take it back. There was this one character whose entire gag is that he's a still image, and it's really funny. He's just this super realistic person in this otherwise insanely loony world, and yet he only moves one time in the whole movie. But they somehow also give this guy the most insane expressions while keeping his face and body as realistic looking as possible, and it is so funny. Even his quote-unquote death scene, which I honestly hesitate to call it that, because he doesn't die, he just walks off into the sunset. Like, literally. No, actually, no, he doesn't even walk into it. He's a still image, and he moves toward the sun the same way I would move my avatar for a gag. And then, when he reaches the sun, he just fades away. It was one of the funniest things in the movie, and my only complaint was that I wish they saved it for later in the movie, as not much later in the movie topped it. With that being said though, this movie is very funny. This is the most unserious movie that I have seen in years. Even when there's a more emotional part going on, like watching Porky try to suppress Daffy's more loony nature when trying to impress this girl, or watching the inevitable third act breakup happen, there's always some kind of bit or joke going on to alleviate the situation. This is not a movie that's gonna make you cry or anything. It's not some secret Pixar level emotional roller coaster. Again, it's Looney Tunes, and it knows that. But with that being said, as standard as the formula is, it still works well at getting you sucked into what's going on. I actually found myself really caring about Daffy and Porky's friendship and their struggle to keep their house. As simple as it is, it's very effective. And I also like Porky's attempt to get with Petunia, who's also a really fun character. I like how she's obsessed with tasting things, and I also like how they both would stutter. Seriously, how is Looney Tunes better at romance than Disney is right now? What the fuck, Disney? Also, can we talk about how stellar of a voice cast this is? Just pure, raw, talented voice actors who know what they're doing. No Zendaya replacing Kathy Sosi during production bullshit here. No, just good, honest, perfect for their roles, voice actors. You love to see it. Oh, and fun fact, the director of this movie is the same guy who created Uncle Grandpa, a criminally underrated show that paid great respect to cartoons of the 50s, who, by the way, is also making a Pokemon movie with Aardman. Like, Peter, calm down. You're cooking too much, man. At this point, you don't need me to say it, but I'll say it anyway. Go watch this movie while it's still in theaters. It's gotten practically zero marketing, but if you look hard enough, surely you'll find it somewhere. Hopefully the power of your theater doesn't go out. This movie needs to at least be a mild success. That way we can see more works of passion like this come out and become more prominent over time. And even though I didn't love this movie, I would love to see more movies like it. Just true labors of love that let passionate, talented people just pop off and make some truly incredible stuff. Go watch it, guys. It's truly worth it. Also take a shot every time there's a pun about blowing in this movie. That includes a tile. You have to take one for that too.
I can't wait to leave this town, 'cause lately I've been feeling down. The cold nights just don't feel the same. Oh,